Good evening, everyone. Let me share to you what I think or what I call communication at its best. What does really it mean? What it really means? Let me share to you something what I call communication at its best. Now, what it really means? What is communication? How can it be at its best? Now, we've always heard amongst ourselves and people speak in when we gather together that what you believe in, when you speak that out, it comes with a little force. Now that force is very dynamic. When you believe less, there's a little less conviction in what and the way it comes out. But when you believe in the same with a little more vigor, thoughtfulness, and a stronger belief, what comes out is much better, very, very strong. Now, having said that, if you would have probably heard or listened my earlier sessions, I focused on the point that communication is what is a little summary of your thought process. Now, thought process is nothing but your belief system. And belief system is typically, originates from your subconscious. Now, what's there in the subconscious? It's quite many things and literally quite very important many things. The subconscious is built upon over years and built of varied things like our education, the way we are educated. It doesn't mean that where and how, but of course it comprises of where and how, but not necessarily exactly where and how. It also focuses on our environment, the way and where we've grown up, and the surroundings that we are typically the immediate surroundings, the way your teachers are, the way your family has helped you grow up. Now, all this comprises of many instances and experiences that one goes through in life. Now, all this together forms the subconscious. Now, the subconscious is a very, very interesting subject, and it's been discussed and talked about thoroughly. I'm not an expert of subconscious, or can talk about it, but I understand that it is a very important role to play in our communication process. As I said, and I would repeat, communication is a link between what you think, and what you think goes until to your subconscious, which forms the core of a human belief system. Now, there is no thought process which is correct or incorrect. It's always relative. Yes. Now, because we believe in certain system, a certain ecosystem, a certain thoughtfulness, we think that this is correct or this is the right answer. And simultaneously, there is a friend of mine who would have a difference of opinion because his thought process and thus his subconscious, which is again believe over years and spread across different education system, different environment, different family conditions, would have led him to believe a certain thought process, which is absolutely different. Both have a stand. Neither of them are correct or incorrect. Over the years, what we tend to do is we tend to stick on to specific thought process. We tend to get a little rigid with our thinking, and the belief system does. Now, why this happens, there are multiple reasons to it, and I cannot go into that right now. But what is important is that one should let their subconscious evolve. Some of them are able to do this consciously. For some, it's a little difficult to do it consciously, but it happens in a subconscious way. Again. Now, how is it that we let this evolve? Now, what happens is, now if we are stuck, and when I say stuck, is you're not allowing different thoughts and ideas to come in. Your belief system doesn't evolve. Your belief system literally is at the same point in time, which was maybe about 10 years back or 5 years back, across varied areas and thought processes. If you tend to believe a certain point, certain geography, certain way of life, if this is only correct, you tend to keep believing it until you die. Now, a dynamic belief system allows it to think two-way. It allows you to exchange ideas, it allows you to absorb what people are saying, and simultaneously deliver or exchange what you are thinking. Now, when you do that two-way exchange process, your subconscious evolves. What you might be thinking may just be partially correct, but over the years, you might still think that this is correct. There's no harm because you are not yet exposed to the other thought process. But the moment you are exposed to another thought process, be receptive to it. It allows you to make dynamic changes to your subconscious and the belief system. Now, once that happens, you evolve as an individual. And therefore, what you talk, what you think evolves. People often ask questions, that, over years they feel less confident. Over years they feel they cannot speak well, they get nervous. Now all of these, are interrelated. Have you knocked your belief system ever? I'm not sure if you have. And many of them, or many of us, I would not say them, actually don't. Because it's a very, very comfortable zone and you would not like to come out of it. The moment you knock it, there's a little uncomfortable feeling inside. Because it's your own thing. Now, when you check something which is your own, you would like to guard it. But the moment, and if you make this habit of checking this time and again, let the system evolve, it will flourish. It will have its own light and it will shine brighter. Because the moment things are exchanged, the overall content grows. There is a huge satisfaction that comes within. And with this satisfaction, when you talk, the conviction is much brighter, much stronger, and what you deliver just sounds right. Thank you very much for your time today. We'll catch up again later and to cover many more topics, belief system and more. Thank you.